I guess as Corny and I have kind of been alluding to, this has to happen so fast in order for Russia to get it done before they die. Because the plus 12s, or even if it's plus 6, intel, and then Spirifion, like I said, the engineers, which he hasn't built yet. Would have liked to have seen him get those engineers out already. He built the military academies first. Just get 2 or 3 engineers, start the road. It swings by the cattle, comes back through here, and you just start the train, and the tanks roll. I think if this was, even if this was game 1, or if it was, by the way, I didn't notice this. Look at this. If this was like a game, like a qualifying game or a round robin game or something like that, there might have been a CC already. But this is Barking Gang's life right here in the tournament. It's all over when this game's over if they don't win it. So, they've got a pretty decent spawn on Teats Teats going, or spawn Sim, but not great. Russia's doing Russia things. They had a really good spawn. They've played well. They're keeping the dream alive, essentially. Yeah, they CC'd fairly early last game because it was inevitable. They didn't. They maybe a very long shot, but it felt very inevitable because they basically got a Reld trying to kill Chuck and failing. They needed a faster kill on Chuck on that other continent. But yeah, at this point, they're just going to see this number for Destoria just keep going up so fast. They're going to be making so much gold now, and they'll be able to literally just buy museums and amphitheaters and cities that need to, and just start projecting. He's already started projecting here. He just project like crazy. I checked last turn on tourism. It was like 140 something, I want to say. 131. Yeah. Yeah, good point, Slum. They were probably really tilted. I think they were really tilted to keep playing yesterday too. There was the one guy especially who lost that city on what do you call it? Roraima. Like it happened so quick too, right? Like you couldn't even see, could barely see it coming. Yeah, Persia. Yeah, that Roraima sound like it just. The horses were there, and Corny was thinking he was just going to go and mess around with Egypt, and all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, he's got the movement. He can kill that Roraima city next turn, and sure enough, the general and the horses, just 3 of them, boom, bang, 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 at the end of the turn, and then boom, very next turn it was gone, and then he stole the settler. Like it was just like, yeah, the settler, yeah, yeah, it was really quick. And I will say, Jack, we talked about the early campuses to get the Keshe timing, and then you turn around and yeah, like he's got his campuses up, he's built his universities. His science is at 177. It's turn 78. I would imagine he's tanks. He's got ballistics coming. Okay, so he's actually ballistics I think is done. He's probably, so he starts refining next turn. Sorry, not refining, rifling next turn, right? Because he's got military academy, so he's already got that tech. So he went the very bottom tree. So with ballistics done, he starts rifling. With 177 science, he's probably for maybe 12, 14 turns from tanks. If he's boosting it himself. 12-ish turns from tanks. Maybe turn 90 tanks. Because his science will continue to go up. He's finishing another campus. Looks like he's got most of his universities, so there's not a lot of tempo that he'll get back, but yeah. with that much science, he will. He's probably around turn 90 tanks, and by that time, the pre-builds will be pretty much standing here, ready to get obviously coming through here and getting going. So he's probably got 15, maybe 20 turns at the most to make some progress. He's 6 out of 52 at the moment. He'd have to make a lot of progress quick. His culture's good, but he's not going to be rock band good for another 20 turns at least. And where would you do with him? I guess he could come down here. So he's gonna have campuses to play at. Oh, by the way, he did actually put this one in here. Good stuff. Next to the Gov Plaza. As Corny was saying. The plan all along. He knew it. Kilwa next turn. Not really sure about the Kilwa build. Oh no, he's holding Taruga, so which is interesting. They've allowed him to do that. But yeah, holding Taruga means he'll get 15% science in the city. Whoops. Didn't mean to click on it. The city's currently making 40 science per turn, so I mean it's a 6 science per turn wonder is what he's doing right there. Not very good value this late in the game. Yeah, and Taruga can just die, right? Taruga can just die anyway. Jack can't keep it, but it'll die. Pagodas are going up in a last-ditch effort, or I guess one pagoda is currently going up. This city falls. Next turn. I still can't figure out why he moved over here with this frigate to promote it. I mean, this city obviously died. The frigate's going to do about that. I don't really know what that... Who has a cat? Yeah, Lej did have it for a while. Lej still has it. Yeah, Lej was using it early on against... oh, there it is. It's actually the end of this turn. Lej was using it against this encampment at one point. But his push ended when the crossbow core was made out of from the general and started shredding the samurai. It isn't fair what they're doing to Japan. It's not fair. There is no such thing as fair. So he's moving in, shift entering.
Beautiful tactics.
What's that?
Beautiful tactics.
Beautiful, exactly, yes. Last move.
How did the crossbow car die, actually?
I think it did.
Feels bad.
Feels bad. That thing was... it was your savior when you were being pressured. You let it die like a dog. Little military... Jack could learn from this military engineer action. He still hasn't built his military engineers. Wait, what is... Okay,
I think they're just gonna buy one, actually.
He's building one here. They could definitely buy it, I guess, too. Building a theater
It's better
square.
to buy the military engineers than to make the units because you have a card for them.
Yeah, good point. If you can afford it, yeah. Yeah, really good money, too. Look at that. Yeah, I was just...
I mean, actually,
dear life.
No, I take that back. You can make the military engineers and buy pre-builds if you want, since you have 50.
Yeah, with that much gold,
it actually doesn't matter.
Buying pre-builds would do the trick.
No, I mean, it's the same thing, actually.
Yeah, Russian spy trying to get a promo, so a little bit of help there. Yeah, the GPT will be just huge. Well, I mean, the GPT is not super relevant for Russia, right? Because they can definitely just with 242. I thought they had more than that. I thought they were like 300 and something. But as long as he saves up, he can build quite the defense with that much faith. so not too bad. Rifling in 1. What's this? I was making a prediction on how fast he was going to get the tanks. I was thinking like late 80s, maybe 90. But rifling in 1, I would say he might even beat that, like maybe 86, 87 on the tech. With almost 200 science.
Man, what a pleasure.
Just glorious. Actually glorious. This is the theater square. I mean, yeah. He was thinking down the clock. Okay, I'm going to build terracotta here. And I'm going to build theater square here. So why not make it a +4 theater square and build the plaza here? He was thinking. He was thinking. 2 extra culture a turn coming in hot from that plaza right now. Yeah, Jack gets nationalism. It'll get boosted here, so this will probably come down to 1 or 2 turns now. What's his culture? Oh, actually, his culture's really bad. So, yeah, that's why he's building the theater square, because he needs to get to nationalism and then scorched earth. So, yeah, next turn he has it. Looks. Oh no, actually, maybe it finished for him with the boost. Because when it's got that blank, I think it's finished for him now. So Destoria finished it, and it gave him the boost, and it actually got him all the way there. Yeah, Taruga now dies. Rip your science. Let's see. So Destoria. Wow, wait a minute. 4 turns. Wow. Did he? How did he get it down to 4 turns?
I guess he's running the Wonder Cat, maybe?
Yeah, but I mean...
And industrialization helped out a bit?
Yeah, I guess industrialization for more production, and then he did do the 1 chop.
Or maybe Jack put Whistlebanken in, or he put Whistlebanken in.
Oh, yeah, Whistlebonking could have, like, really boosted their production, because maybe it was just really low production, and then they did some stuff. 54 production city now, yeah, that's actually makes sense now. Whistlebonking is a big difference there. Versus what's the city's production? 41. Yeah, so they're literally going to get it. This is just a waste of time that they don't have. Yeah, the 1 chop would have gotten him maybe a couple turns. Like a chops on Industrial Wonders, chops do not do a lot, like 2 or 3 turns, depending on the production of the city's base. Yeah, so he's getting more. He really wants to get. I mean, I guess is he thinking he can't be thinking fascism, like that's ages away at his culture. But he's getting another theater square, and he's getting the 40% discount, obviously, on some of these theater squares. So they're just getting 1 turned. And then quick amphitheaters. Maybe you can hold some books. But I don't know if you want to take the culture away from Destoria, but at this point, he just needs to get to like. Just get scorched earth and nationalism, and you can build stuff fast. Currently teching astrology. Okay. Gonna build a harbor, maybe.
He does have some coastals now.
Oh yeah, he has coastals. Yeah, and these ones already have them.
He probably just now realized that he can't repair the lighthouses.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, that's
if
probably
they actually
what it
do
is.
have lighthouses. Okay, they don't.
Oh, they don't even. Wait a minute. He must have. He never built lighthouses in any of these. Wow. Okay. So that's probably what it is. He can't build the lighthouses themselves, so he needs to go get it so he can get the trade routes up. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Wax, thank you very much for the sub. Thank you for the tier 1, bud. Thanks for all the casts. Happy to do the casts. I appreciate the support. I do love it. And yeah, it is fun. I enjoy it. I don't, in fact, well, I don't want to get into all the drama that's going around about the cast, but I my hope is that maybe they find somebody different to do one next week. Just, I think that it'd be nice if there's a little bit of distribution. I don't understand why they do the whole series thing. I mean, I get the perspective of why they may have made the decision as far as consistency, but anyway, I would certainly like to see Red get a little bit of love there. I might just bow out of doing next week, or not that I was necessarily going to get it, but I might just be like, hey, if I have any goodwill around here, I'd like to put it towards Red getting a series, since he's been hosed. And I've certainly been lucky. I mean, I haven't been as lucky as others. There's been a couple, 3 weeks out of 7 that I didn't get a game, but I've certainly had the fortune of...
Do you have any idea how they decide?
I don't at all. I mean, to some extent, I guess if people who do it well and consistently, or they're probably giving some favoritism towards, but I mean, it does.
I honestly think the whole thing is just completely biased.
Oh yeah, I know. I think this is absolutely biased. I think I don't have any doubt about it. Like, there's absolutely. I mean, yeah, I don't know why I didn't get one last week. I didn't get one 3 weeks ago, so it's not like, I've kind of, I like to think I do a good enough job that I deserve the ones I get, but there's certainly not always the case in all the circumstances, I don't think. But yeah, I think that bias, and then, one person does certain things, and so it's like, hey, I'm doing this, so why don't I get that? Maybe. Thank you, Iron Bun. I appreciate that. Van Can, good to see you. BFD, everybody, good to see you. Jake. Oh, sorry, Jessica. Sorry, I would look quick. I'm like, that wasn't Jake. Jake's also red color. Jessica, how are you? It's going good. It is very bleak for Barking Gang, Jessica. They're holding on to the dream since they're down 1 that maybe Russia can pull out some sort of a culture victory, but their tourism currently isn't even strong enough to overtake the Destoria defense. Destoria's at 173 defense. Let's see what we're at. Up to 167. So basically a tie. You kind of want at least double the tourism of any culture defense to start really chunking. And then it's always nice to get to like rock bands, which can give you big chunks. But rock bands are going to be a ways away yet. What are they at? Scorched Earth. Yeah, there's still 15 turns at least probably from rock bands. So that's probably the time that probably about the same time as the Giants Causeway tanks show up from Mongolia. They should CC and I can play a teamer. Why do you guys always ask me to play teamers on a Saturday evening? It's movie night! Oh, time to repair, Jack. You could have made a +5 on the banana if you had the money. You had to put it under a volcano. Of course. I miss you guys. I need to play more. I need to find time to play more, but it's just all the demands of my time. It's hard to find it. But we're definitely going to play again, for sure. We definitely need to play more. I need to get better at the game is what I need to do. I need to get better. I need to become as good as Corny. That's never going to happen. But I need to get good. Or better. So let's take a look at our stats, see what everyone's doing here. Mjakai. 201 signs on Teats Teats. TBD is playing. What time does the game start? Like really late tonight, and then they play all day tomorrow if it's needed. Okay. Oh, we missed it. Okay, so city taken. Moondoggy, thank you, bud. I need to get good. I always love to see this. That random tile. Culture return? You can see the culture return for Russia right there. 330. If you're asking about tourism, I check every turn. Last turn it was like 183, I think, or something like that. Or not every turn, but I check as often as I can. This city's gonna be hard to hold. It's a lot of catapults. Did he lose another? Oh no, this frigate. This frigate's just barely alive. What happened to the Bombard? Okay, the Bombard's just over here. Is he gonna try and retake if they take? I guess. I guess they're just playing stalemate right now. What tech is Gandhi on? Siege tactics. I mean, this is kind of inevitable, but three more universities coming online. Teach science will continue to go up, but he's obviously not threatening any sort of victory condition for anybody. Just boosting the tree. Is next turn the turn? Yes, it is. Next turn is the turn that Russia has their dreams denied. Well, I mean, it wasn't much of a dream. It was just building it. For the sake of building it. But yeah, gonna get one turn on. You know what would have really been bad is if Dido was still alive and staying in the game, and they've got pagodas. Getting one turn on the Statue of Liberty would have really hurt. Would have really, really hurt. Yeah. Well, I mean, their victory condition. This wasn't their victory condition. They're just he was building this, I guess, to deny and also for the tourism, I guess, in a little bit. It's certainly a lot of wasted production. This wasn't their victory condition though. They weren't going to win Diplo. This was more of a deny. The goal is to win a culture victory. It's the only thing they've got is a culture victory, and you'd have to do it very fast. So that means, you know, it'd have to happen before any Diplo victory could happen anyway. If this thing goes to Diplo victory, then the culture victory wasn't fast enough anyway, and they died to tanks, right? So Diplo at this point is kind of a red herring in a way. Oh, by the way, paying off dividends, guys. Settle Mars City. Let's go. So that city is now taken. The field cannons will start to shred. This city just flips as the capital. It'll flip. You'll take it. This is just really a distraction while this happens, really, and the whole thing's a distraction because it's escape settler clock way down into the tundra. No matter what happens here, this, wherever it settles, will live forever, so it'll be fine. Jack killed Dido. This is the land that formerly belonged to Dido. Right here. Here comes lighthouses. So Jack had to go and get astronomy and what do you call it? Or not astronomy, astrology and celestial navigation in order to build his lighthouses and all these harbors that he inherited. So they're going down now. He's actually... So those of you out there wondering about tempo and decision making, okay? So this city's already got good production, and so he's just going to go ahead and quickly build this lighthouse in 3 or 4 turns. These cities over here and this city over here, pretty limited production, pretty low pop. Would you rather build a 12-turn lighthouse, or chop out a builder real quick, and then you could chop all this, and then you just chop the lighthouse in 1 or 2 turns, right? So you actually get the lighthouse faster by just getting a builder and doing the work for you, and it gives you tempo, right? You just, instead of just sitting there waiting on a lighthouse for 15 turns, boom, a couple builders, chop, 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 mine. Next thing you know, you've got a lighthouse, you got a productive city, you throw down a campus, and it gives you tempo instead of just sitting there staring at stuff growing. Like up here, 38 turns. Like, this is the settler stall, so this is going to happen here. This builder will probably actually just head up here to start chopping momentum there. I'm not even sure if he has Magnus, to be honest with you, because he went Warlords. He's got Reyna for gold in the trade city. He's got 2 promotions here, 2 promotions there, and 3 promotions here. I don't think he even has Magnus. Wait, what? Yeah. No, he could if... Oh, he does have Magnus right here. Oh, my bad. He does have Magnus out finally. The chopping is almost done here. He's got a builder. Maybe you'll get a little bit going here, but he could have actually moved Magnus, yeah. Culture's climbing. Yeah, 250 culture. That's kind of like what I was saying earlier too. As far as this is concerned here, like, Russia's like trying to get the tourism up faster than the culture gets up. So like Russia's basically watching this number right here, this 253, and they're just watching how fast it goes up, right? And then they're just comparing it to the number that he can get on tourism. He's up to 191. So right now he's actually not making much ground at all. And on the other side, River Valley. For the memes, I guess, because it's not very valuable. I'm not sure why. I guess I don't know why he'd be building that. He should just be doing projects or something. I'm not a big fan. Also, the gold, like, maybe just buy the amphitheater. Build a museum with that much gold. Doing some projects. Like the bank. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're just chilling, I guess, because they probably know it's in the bag a little bit, but I mean, it'd probably end quicker if he would just buy amphitheaters and museums, run projects, get his culture to 500, and just be like, "Hey, Russia, do you have 1,000 tourism? No? I'll see you next time." Egypt did have Rick. So Egypt's when you it's funny that you wouldn't know it now. There was literally trees everywhere. Like, it actually would have been a ridiculous Earth Goddess, but it was taken by Russia. Like, it was actually gross. It was almost like, what, 80% trees probably. All of this land was like 80% trees. And he ended up not getting it, so he went Reeds and Marshes, which is working out well for him as well. Helped him for good tempo early. And then he built the Wonder and just started chopping. Magnus chop, Magnus chop, Magnus chop, Magnus chop, Magnus chop. Where's Magnus now? Magnus has been around all over the world. Is Magnus not established anywhere now? Magnus isn't... Oh, there he is there. So Magnus is up here now. He's done some chops. Like, yeah, he's in the world tour, or at least the Egyptian tour. He could even move him up here a little bit and do some work if he wanted to. He did go ancestral, so it doesn't really matter about the different options. And yeah, he just chop. They got a ton of tempo, ton of good sim, and then he had just filthy land over here to the right. I will say I took a little bit of an exception to the settle. I would have preferred this settle being a couple turns closer to the capital. I guess maybe he had this in mind long term or something, but if he'd have settled here, he could have settled either side of these double fissures, put campuses and commercial hubs, and make some really good campuses, and then continued up this way to build better campuses this way. But a little bit of an issue with the city placement, but it turned out fine. He's got some good cities and some good some basically similar thing, maybe a couple yields short on the science, which is so minor. Taruga dead next turn, so the science in here will drop precipitously for the one. Oh, here we go. So the engineers are doing their thing. He actually put a tunnel through here. Wait a minute, Jack. Hello. Giants Causeway? Any causewayers? He's just ignoring Causeway. He doesn't have a melee. Oh, you're right. Oh, actually, yeah, there is. Destorio will kill it. Neither one of them can keep it, so Destorio will just kill this thing. Actually, yeah, no, he took one as well. They've all taken a 6. Yeah, that horse will kill it next turn. Does Russia get general? They could probably faith by one if they needed it. They did build one encampment here. Jack's got an industrial modern. Yeah, Jack got the first industrial modern, making 31 a turn, so he'll actually start cleaning them up. Oh, Russia must have done a project, because they must have finished a project last turn, and he's gone into a one-turn granary. So he's rolled the production that he lost on Statue of Liberty into Casa de Contaction, which actually will work out pretty well for him. These 4-5 cities will actually work out decently well for him as far as getting the boost. It's not a terrible build. Jack is yeah. Yeah, so he had those horsies that he turned into cursors, and now he's turned them into this is actually a level 2 cavalry, so it's actually one turn pillage. So pillage, move, really toxic, rough stuff for him right there. Really costing him a lot. Yeah, but I was just saying earlier, I'm a little bit confused. I guess he just doesn't want to be delayed, but like, if he'd have gotten those engineers up, like he could have just had the engineers go through here and then turn left. Like it would have maybe would have taken like what, one extra turn on the road to go here instead of here. Maybe, or like I don't know. I would have liked that extra +5 if you ask me. Modern merchant soon. For what? I'm not sure which one you're referring to. So Cuirassier cores are coming. Let's take a look. I predicted turn 90 for the tanks. I was right on the nose. Combustion 3. He'll have tanks on turn 90. There's 2 more Cuirassier cores that'll finish here. Another one here. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6 pre-builds. So 6 tank pre-builds. That's pretty good. I'm not seeing a lot of pre-builds for artillery. In fact, I'm only seeing the one catapult. So he's probably just going to grind him out with Scorched Earth. Yeah, he must be. He's just going to have Scorched Earth, and he'll grind him out. The artillery out. Oh, the Diplo Visibility Merchant. Yeah. I don't know. It. So wait a minute. What? No, it'll be a while yet. Because this is still the industrial ones.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm so tired. I think I just go to bed. I think
Absolutely.
you're
It's like
still
midnight
doing
there.
great.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I understand. Not a big deal. You got some gaming to do tomorrow anyway. So good luck in that.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you stopping by for another one. As actually, I didn't ask you the first time because I assumed you'd be playing, and then I asked Tomb, and Tomb couldn't do it, and I'm like, what am I going to do? And then I checked my messages again, and I'm like, oh my god, Corey's going to do it again. That's perfect. So thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, it was fun. Until yeah,
until Dido did the thing. Yeah, this is kind of just holding on for dear life to the last breath.
Yeah,
and the excitement's a little bit gone away, but
stick it out. Maybe you still see something exciting happen.
yeah, exactly. You never know. If nothing else, maybe just some funny things will happen. Who knows? It'll be fun. Have a good sleep and good luck tomorrow, bud.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Bye bye.
Bye. Yes, thank you to Corny for the cast. Indeed, very. It was, yeah, because so what happened is it was a whole weird thing that happened. I was originally going to ask Red Phoenix to join me, but then he had coordinated something to do with casting with somebody else, and then something fell through there because word was not kept, I guess, and it was like I don't know exactly how it happened. So I was like, okay, because I wanted to include Red in at least one of these because he kind of got screwed out of getting a cast again, and my hope is that he gets to cast next weekend. Is what my hope is. But then I was like, okay, who else? I'm like, oh, let's get Corny in here. That'd be great. So we got Corny in for this game. I assumed he was going to play tonight, so I didn't even ask him for this game. I asked Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider wasn't able to do it, and then all of a sudden I got a message. This is in the middle of the night for me, but morning time for him or whatever. And Corny was just saying, "Hey, I can do the next game too. We can do the game today because he's not going to be playing." And I'm like, "Whew, that's beautiful. How good is that for timing? How good is that for timing?" Oh, by the way, Russia got a level 2 spy. I believe Jax is just a level 2. I don't even see it established right now, to be honest with you. It must. Oh, there it is. There. Sorry. His is just a level 2 as well. His is just a level 2 as well. Yeah, Corny's not playing in the game. He'd be playing tomorrow. And that's why he was able to join us for the stream today. Because otherwise, I would imagine he would have been napping. If he'd had to play tonight, it would have been like great, essentially through the night for them. He probably would have been chilling and relaxing and having a nap or something. But since that was not the case, he was able to very nicely join us, and it was a pleasure again. He's a wonderful dude and obviously very knowledgeable, knows his stuff. Always have a good time. Okay, so here we go. A little bit of faith purchasing here. The Cossacks are in business. He was able to... Oh no, actually. So Cossacks have come this way in an attempt to dispatch of these cavalry. It looks like they'll probably get some more pillaging off. Gold. That'll be gold for the tank upgrades. Yeah, lots of gold coming across the borders here. The tank upgrades for... Oh, they're done, I guess? Or maybe he's waiting... He might be Excuse me, sorry. He might be waiting to get a few more pre-builds done. My guess is that he's got combustion on one turn. Because it was lined up to be turn 90 on tank to finish combustion. That was my guess like 30 turns ago, so... Egypt going flight opens more borders. Well, he's been going top tree the whole time. Like, he's down here on full greed, right? He's just been going full top tree. Yeah. I mean, he's barely had any units all game. He had to build a few units in order to not die. He actually... Wait a minute. Did he... Wait a minute. He didn't keep this city? He hadn't taken a city-state yet, had he? Why am I talking like this? I'm a little bit confused. Why didn't he keep this city? Granada was ready. Why didn't he keep Granada? How many cities does he have right now? 4, 8, 12. Yeah, he's not even on even 4. I don't understand why he didn't just keep that city. Anyway, he was the only reason why he has any units at all is because Granada was almost killed this city. Taruga. Oh, did he keep Taruga? Oh, okay, so that's why. Okay. He decided he wanted to keep Taruga, and why not, right? It's a disgusting city. He decided he wanted to keep Taruga instead of keeping Granada. Okay. That's what happened. I thought he'd already taken Granada for some reason in my head. I'm thinking it was inevitable. And then, yeah. Any casters for the first TBD game? There should be. Yeah. Why? Why do you ask? Cree has... Or not... Sorry, not Granada. Was I saying... Yeah, not Granada. The city-state that was here. Which was that? There was a city-state that was here. No, this was Granada, and this was... another one. And it was almost killed, this city, and then he had to build some units and stuff. Lahore. There you go. Thank you. Lahore. That was the other one. I knew it was red. I knew what I was talking about. I just couldn't remember. I knew there was the Granada, and I couldn't remember this one, yeah. Night hangs. Okay, so this city's dead. Ironclad. Yeah, just cleaning up. Did he settle? He hasn't settled yet. He's heading into the tundra down here. Red's dead. Can you show the gains and points? Oh yeah. Yep. You want to see like the score, you mean? Like all that stuff. Artillery. So yeah, Jack's just getting more pre-builds out, I think. I'm surprised he's delaying, though, to be honest. Okay, so he's got more engineers coming here. So he does plan on running the tanks past Giant's Causeway. I guess this is just... He wanted to get some initial pressure or to take a look. By the way, Mongolian Cossack Pog. Yeah. Mongolian things. These guys are going to get away, by the way. Well, actually, he could trap them. If he can get onto this tile, he can trap them. Yeah, pretty much an even exchange both ways. How much gold they have? They have a lot. I was just gonna say because he's bought a, or maybe this is not a. Oh no, it's the pro. Sorry, it's just an old chariot, but they'll be able to upgrade it. So what you can do is you build a bunch of courser, Cursor, the Cursor cores, and then you have some singles, like these, and then you can once you get the tech, you can make armies. Where is he, by the way? Oh, yeah. Opera ballet. So he's like 10 turns or so from being able to make armies, at least with his culture. 116 actually. He's getting up there a little bit, but yeah, he's a while from making armies. But eventually, you have a bunch of these previous builds that you had, the knights and a chariot. Another chariot here. You turn those into tanks and then army them up with the course. Why don't they FF? Or did I miss something? Why don't they FF? You mean CC? What? So they backed off. They don't want to donate any more Cossacks to the Mongolian cause. Yeah, so he got here. These guys are essentially trapped. CC? Yeah, they're just really it's just a prayer that Russia can pull out something. But at this point, 239 tourism against 332 defense. I don't really know what else they have a dream of, honestly. With Taruga dead, their science has fallen as well. His faith is 247 a turn. His total is 290. He's been spending his faith on this. He's been spending his faith on this. So is that Great Zimbabwe? Where? Yeah, rock bands are what? So he's going flight, mobilization. Trying to remember how this goes here. So mobilizations are here. So you could go straight to rock bands and skip democracy first, just to get a leg up. 10 turns? Maybe 10 turns? The tanks will be here by then. He's going to really have to lock in hard here. Space. How does Mongolia get a Cossack? So yeah, Mongolia. So he's coming back here to hit Giant's Causeway and to level up to tanks. He's going to finish combustion now. He's got enough pre-builds. He's happy with his pre-build situation. These will turn into tanks, which is fine. Mongolia has the potential, when killing another cavalry unit, to capture a cavalry unit, essentially. And if it's a unique type of cavalry unit, so in this case a Cossack, then that's what you capture. When you capture it, no matter what, it's a new unit. So if you kill a Cossack core in this case, you don't get a Cossack core back. You get a damaged, like 20 health or something like that, copy of that unit, essentially. He's just leaving this here for scouting. In case anyone's wondering why it's sitting there. He's just scouting this to make sure that nothing advances. Keep an eye out. Yep. So here's the rail. Oh, no, well, it's not rail yet because he's not. Doesn't have combustion, or doesn't have what do you call it? He didn't go top tree to industrialization or anything like that. But yeah, a road. And I guess he's just going to walk them here and then back. Yeah, okay. I was thinking that he might like just go like this, but he's already built this road, so you might as well use it. It's basically the same thing. Maybe saves you 2 or 3 tiles, I guess, if he'd have come straight through here. But not a big deal. Steam power is where you get the railroad. I was thinking industrialization is obviously going top tree, and I was trying to think of the name of the. Okay, so tanks are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 pre-builds more, I guess. So he'll have potentially 8 tanks cores, and then he'll be able to. He'll have these. He'll use these eventually and this to turn into armies. He'll use these singles to turn into armies. Steam, it's the future. The future is now. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, it looks like he actually is. Maybe for some of the later units, instead of having to come back down, it looks like he is going to come across here. He'll have these guys go across. It's not a big deal, but it is. It'll just be like, 3 or 4 less turned, like tiles to travel, right? So you might get to here instead of here on when you come back, and anything to speed up. You got the engineers, you might as well put them to work. This Cossacks coming to see what's up. Looks like they killed one. Oh no, sorry. They're both there. Sorry, I was thinking there was 2 Cossacks over here, but there was only the one. So yeah, still staying alive with the capital. Not looking so good here. Yeah, 412 on Egypt. Running projects now. There you go. Now we're talking. Running projects. Aerodrome. Maybe he's going to get some planes. Maybe he'll make some planes. And, I mean, not a whole lot I can do unless he were to just make airport. Maybe if he got an engineer out and he came up here and just made an airport and stationed a couple up here or something, I suppose. But it's too far away. He'd have to get a city. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Could he ever station? If he ever got some airplanes out and then station them here and then station them here and then station them there, he could eventually get them to here on an airport and like start bombing or something. So, be good. Also would expect at some point. I mean, he's just. Although you know what, 4 turns. Is he going 2 arms? Yeah, he's gonna have a heroic age. He doesn't even care about artillery. He's gonna tear these walls down with 2 arms. And it's gonna be so much power. It's gonna be actually broken. A balloon. Yeah, he's not even bothering with artillery. He knows he's getting 2 arms. Golden Age. Plus 10 attack on city center. These cities are just gonna get melted. Down here. He settled it right there. He settled it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I should send a attack. Can I live here? I should just be like put attack. Can I live here? Yeah. Actually, he didn't. He turned this one around. I thought he might send one engineer this way just to finish this quicker. I mean, most of these units have already gotten it. Like all these have come and grabbed it. Yeah. But I guess these units, maybe you'll send the knights up there eventually to grab it. He's just, yeah, it's fine at this point. Cossack taking a look. The tanks are on the move. Did this one get it? I don't see the... Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. Spear Fion. I was looking up... Okay, they've all got it. I was looking for a symbol at the beginning, but it doesn't have a symbol at the beginning. It just says Spear Fion. That was catching me off. Ooh, boy. Yeah, turn these into modern armor with if you give them plus 12 and Giant's Causeway. That would be pretty gross. Pretty just gross. Oh, here we go. So making them into armies. Pretty tough choke to push. We'll see. It'd be interesting to see what happens here. 108, 101, but that's not fortified, I don't think yet, is it? Although these are, yeah, there's no promotion, so you could fortify until they're promoted. Pillaging hasn't been repaired yet there. This is a stalemate. Bit of a stalemate here now. Who drops first Russian? I know. Actually, you know what's funny is I think 3 nights in a row before last night I didn't get a good night's sleep. Like, not terrible, but kind of up and down a bit and not very long. And it was kind of hitting me. And then last night, I actually got a pretty good night's sleep. Like, I got almost 7 full and, like, straight through really good. But for whatever reason, it's, yeah, maybe I need to eat. I probably wouldn't hurt to eat. All I've really eaten all day is toast. Maybe that's a little bit of it. Sorry to hear. Give me some fruit salad, yeah. It's like 4:30. I'd be trying to start thinking about dinner. I'm not sure what we're gonna do for dinner tonight, honestly. So this one got raised. Lot of units to kill here, but steel and 5, so he's still a long ways from tanks, really, with his 82 science. Combustion. So Maya's actually gonna have tanks fairly soon, but where are the pre-builds at? Spies on Jack. Oh, here we go, actually. Here we go. Didn't even see this. MJK. actually top science in the room. He just has some pineapple fried rice and an IPA. Nice. Fried rice. Good fried rice is pretty nice. So here you go. He got some builders out. Chops came in. Improvements came in. It's Pop 7. Lighthouse is built. 6-turn campus. That's tempo. That is tempo. I'll go Rogers fried rice. How you doing, Seb? There's been no action for 20 turns, and now all of a sudden there's tank pushes on both sides. Doing okay? Glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. I mean, I don't know why they're still playing. 360 tourism, 372 defense. 21 out of 101. I mean, I guess it's rock pair. It's rock the rock band dream. What's interesting is look at this. Musicians, writers just sitting around. Didn't get wide enough. Like he had he could have gotten so much wider. I think what he needed to do is just build like little theater square things, like just like city theater square, city theater square, city, like just get them some however you need to do it, right? Like I mean, just spread, chop out theater squares, and put great people on them. You know, it'd be helping right now. You know. Hey, General, can you show what Russia is attacking? Sure. So they are 2-turn steam power, ideology in 2. If they skip democracy, they could have rock bands in maybe like 6 or what's their culture? Maybe like 5 or 6 turns. Yeah, no steel. Their hope is that Cossack armies can do the trick, and they're actually not doing too bad. They're not doing too bad. The problem is that there's enough tanks that eventually they just bounce and trade and bounce and trade. And he's had to spend a lot of his faith. As you can see here, he's had to spend a lot of his faith on units, which will mean rock bands will be a big prayer. Yeah, he would be miles from steel. He's never had really big science, and he's been top tree the whole time. So, he's like he got the Cossacks and then turned around. I'm pretty sure he'd be, I don't know, 6 or 8 turns at least. I mean, he could turn around, but he got flight, and I guess he's going to computers. Is his thought? Proc, but just not enough science to get it done and turned around. Look at all these hills, though. That is pretty insane. Like just a stupid amount of 1-5s. Shit. I was watching on the other side. Okay, well, there you go. India dying. MJK. Three turns steal. Tanks are a long ways off. Why they didn't include faith trading? I think because they want to just have some level of limit, you know? Like, how would faith really be a tradable commodity? Low oil, poggers. They're not so good. Cossacks defend really well. So yeah, because of the level 2 spy on each end, he doesn't have anything out of it, which is really well done. Wait. Russia has a level 2 spy. Where did he put it? Is that it? And I just can't see it? Yeah, that's it. I just can't see where the 2... Oh, the 2 is kind of hiding. It is in there. If you look really closely, there's a 2 there. This is it. Cheeky bugger. Yeah, exactly. Like IRL is faith really a tradable commodity? Exactly. Is this going to end with some kind of blitzkrieg? That's all. What I'm curious. I mean, I think I don't know how it's. I don't know. I guess it just Barky. Like, look at the culture defense. Like, it's. Yeah, 100% protection for theater square buildings. So he was able to just pump. He's running projects in a lot of cities. He's building some biplanes. Just for something to do, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, he's gonna go around. He's gonna go around. And I mean, it just, that's the thing is that with no intel, right? Like, there'd be another plus 12. There could have been at least another plus 12, right? And it didn't happen. We'll go with him. This is actually really important. I guess we go gold here? You can't go faith or production, so I think we have to go gold. Then we go Melm and Melm. So those are running like you wouldn't like faith and production could have a pretty big impact on the game. Whereas gold, I mean, gold would favor Ulysse at this point some, but production and faith would definitely have much bigger impacts on the game. So gold's the one that could have the least amount of impact, so that's why we do that. And I'll continue to vote for Melm here. Jack's talking about Mongolian Olympic swimmers. That doesn't surprise me at all. That sounds like a Jack thing to say too. My Mongolian Olympic swimmers. He was talking about Olympic swimmers not long ago, like a couple days, 3 days ago. I was watching him play a game where he had units that were going to come swimming across somewhere, and he was calling them Mongolians or something swimmers, whatever they were. Look at Yaroslav. Yeah. I think he's just going to hit it from the water, maybe. Yeah, I think he just hits it from the water, takes the penalty. Yeah, I think it's enough to kill it. I think, and then he could like come over here and land, and yeah, just start harassing in the back. Without artillery, this is just a little slow because he just simply can't push through this. He simply can't push through it, and he's getting some on. He's probably got Scorched Earth turned on. The artillery are coming along here now, but they're just going to be delayed. He really delayed them a lot, actually. I mean, to be fair, the overall timing was thrown off a lot by having to kill another Civ, and so he had to, slow down his pace and his tempo in order to build units to go kill Dido and all that stuff. So it gave him less time to do prep work, I guess, basically what you could say. Yeah, he could buy a Cossack. He actually doesn't. I'm not sure how much faith. Yeah, but he could buy a Cossack in here, and that might give him enough strength in the city to not die one turn, but it would be pretty quick after that. The idea came from Game of Thrones. Yeah. He makes the reference to Game of Thrones. Yeah. Was it the Georgia Turn 18 Artemis to Great Lighthouse Navy play? It might have been that one. It might have. Yes, the Georgian Olympic swimmers. Oh, what happened? Did he have the end? Did he? Wait a minute. How did he? Oh, did the wall? Did he have? Did he turn walls on in this city? How did he get the walls? Was it Jimmy? Okay, I was wondering. I was looking for. That's what I went to look for, and I didn't see him. He must have bought Jimmy a while ago? No Valletta. It can't have been Big Jimmy, because if it was Big Jimmy would still be sitting here. Yeah, you would still see Big Jimmy here, because he doesn't have, he has 3. Oh, maybe he used it here, and here. That was the last charge. I don't see him there, though. How am I not seeing Big Jimmy here? I don't see it. Am I blind? There's Imitap. He's not in the first one, is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, he is one of the first groups. Okay. Yeah, he did have Jimmy. I thought Jimmy was after the first grouping. That's why I saw Imitap and started scrolling the other way. Jack's going to have to shift enter here or first move, one or the other. Yeah, Jimmy's in the first group, yeah. Obviously, now I can see that. I don't really pay that close attention to Jimmy. Sorry, Jimmy! So yeah, this is just a painful wait for the artillery. And he's even got the artillery. He's got some trains going anyway, so they'll get a little bit faster. He's even got the artillery going to Causeway, so it's that much longer of a wait. More swimmers. Well, they're not. Oh, did he kill one? He couldn't have killed one with 2 shots. Minus 50% on faith. That's actually really good for Russia. Russia wasn't even going towards steel. Yeah, Russia's still on radio. They're going for computers and that. This one has flanking. Just trying to get planes out to block the chokes. He moved him over here so he could faith buy a unit. Oh no, he doesn't have the faith right now, but maybe next turn he can buy it. 264 a turn, and minus 50% is a really big deal for him. I'm surprised that they let that pass. Although I guess it's really good. It might be good. Well, no, I don't really know why. Why they would have let that pass? I was like, maybe it was good for Japan, but Japan's not really good. I don't really know. MJK is going to give me trouble. I'm not paying enough attention to his war over here. Moscow dies. Well, I mean, it was 4v3. If they had split, I feel like they could have won at least 2. I mean, yeah, the city's just elite. There it is. There it is. It was. I mean, it had to come, right? Like, I don't know why. Seemed so inevitable. I was wondering what was taking so long. GG's, ladies and gentlemen. GG's. Yeah, I mean, you start deleting cities, and it's like, with 2 arms, like you can just 3-tap a city right there. Like he was hitting these so hard with that +10. It's insane. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. GG's BFD. In time for the big game that's about to start.
Oh fuck.
Aïe aïe aïe,
Bien
GG.
joué les gars, GG.
Merci.
Bravo.
Merci
Qualification.
GG's everybody.
GG.
Exactement.
GG.
I have a quick question for you, MJK.
I play like shit. Don't talk to me.
Why you no build boat? You...
Don't talk to me. I play like completely shit. Don't talk to me. Okay.
No, I just teased you.
We could. He figured out he could have bought a galley, but last second.
Yeah, I was like, buy the galley, buy the galley.
We spent the gold. We spent the gold.
Guess what? We have Jack the Rip in the game, man. No gold. No fucking gold. No, that's my bad. That's my
I
bad.
was doing 600 gold at the end of the game, and there was taking my gold every turn.
No surprise.
Man, we kill. But you know, I played like shit my only game. The first 50 turns were like so fucking horrific. That was I played like shit, but then I don't know.
You got to turn around. You started doing work. So no, I didn't think you played all that bad. Like missing golden is obviously a pretty big kick in the nuts. So yeah,
it's not even only the golden. Like I hated myself for my first 50 turns. I did like no, I don't know. I just played like shit, and then I caught up, and yeah.
Guys, we need food plans as Egypt.
yeah, just marsh.
Better have 1 forest per tile for 10 tiles circle.
Oh my god,
Yeah, and marsh. A lot of marsh.
I never seen so many trees on my screen. Oh my god, so many trees.
Did you ever chop so many forests in one game, Distoria?
Yes.
The lumberjack going on. Oh my god. And then, so here's a question actually. So Earth Goddess got taken by Russia before you had a chance to take it. Would you have taken Earth Goddess, or were you still gone with the marsh, the floodplains?
I would still have go for the marsh, so I have really good rise, you know, with the wonder.
Yeah, the 5/2/2s are pretty gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was just curious if maybe you would have taken
And
the
so
Earth
much
Goddess.
forest to chop. Like he could chop so many. I don't
Yeah.
know. When I look at the beginning, I see like 60 chops.
Yeah, I was like, he did a good job of moving Magnus around as well to take advantage of it. That was a good job.
I did get Magnus 1 only into the cap to chop and with other cities.
Yeah, no, that was well done.
And on the city close to Lahore, we was in peace, and I chopped 3 settlers. I sent them to Lahore, and they soothed it, and I was like, oh, let's get back with the settler.
I fucking didn't saw the.
I had 3 settlers waiting to go through Lahore.
Yeah, that was funny. That city almost died. I didn't see it happening until we went over, and all of a sudden your city had like 5 HP. I'm like, whoa, that was close.
Like the kill on Phoenicia was very clean. We
Yeah.
like to see the spy level 2 with the Victor and the Wonder.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, Corny and I were very impressed with that as well. Corny went to bed, but he wanted to say that was he was very appreciative of the play, Jack. The Victor play with Terracotta.
Yeah, with a spy on Mongolia, it's like +12.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
just-
You just start rolling him like his crossbows was getting
gross.
one-shotted,
Yeah, two-shotting swordsman like no worries.
and since I also had few more shots with Kazakh before Terracotta finished over level 2, they were shooting for 80
Yeah,
on him.
that's crazy. Actually broken.
They were shooting for 80. It was like tank.
It was tank level cachings. Insane.
Mongola's so beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Don't even remember. Like I felt like I did pretty early as well. I mean, I think turn 40 something. I pushed him. Which, like he wasn't even close to.
It was good timing for sure. It was good timing.
Omegaya died while he was spamming his settler to settle.
Yeah, I don't. He could have settled. He could have settled and survived. I don't know why he didn't.
No, it's just
he gets a slow loader.
Yeah, that's all. We were all watching, and
But the turn before, he could have stepped on the wheat and settled.
yeah, he gridded it, I think.
And then gold would have been tight, but you could have bought him another settler and kept moving. So like, yeah, would have kept things alive for a little bit anyway.
Yeah, he was a bit late on the defense. He didn't have like a
Yeah.
nice front line, which was organized by the time Jack arrived.
Yeah, because there was good chokes there. He just didn't quite like. He needed like I mean the plus 12 caching's probably undefensible, but if he'd have had like twice as many units and all those chokes and tons of crossbows, maybe it could have lasted a little bit longer. But yeah, it was well played.
He needs Spikeman. He needs Spikeman, but he also needs sprinting, and basically
it's tough
the thing
to
is, as soon as you fall behind in signs of Mongolia, it's just like, and you also need to keep your culture up, right? And this is why they picked 2 religious saves, and we like instantly responded with Mongolia because Mongolia just like it's just so good against that. Against religious saves.
Yeah, I remember saying like when you started coming with the cachings, I'm like, he needs like a whole bunch of spearmen laying around, and he needs to get some money to upgrade. Like he just
Yeah,
he didn't have any anti-cav at all. Like
when Jack is pushing Phoenicia, he's having twice the science of Phoenicia, which is a bit of a weird sight.
Yeah, it was a little bit. Yeah, it was. The play was a little bit off for sure.
I mean, he went with pen, brush, and voice. The thing is, if he went Frinkward, he would not have culture for monarchy, and then I would still. So either he's gonna have printing. So he would have, I will have intel either through science or through culture. That's his main weakness.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't. If you check the replay, he didn't set up his internals very quickly. He had like very late in the game. He had only like one internal, no government plaza still. It wasn't a very good setup.
Yeah, it was interesting timing as well. Like he was obviously under a lot of pressure. It was tough, but I felt like shipbuilding would have been a worthwhile investment to send the settlers across the water instead of forward settling. Like I don't really know why he went south with those settles. Like it would have obviously turned his timing down, but he would have stayed in the game a hell of a lot longer if he'd have sent settlers to that northern shore instead of south.
I mean,
I don't
his
know.
point is not to. He want to defend. He don't want to die and plan to shipbuilding to survive. He want to defend.
Oh yeah, no, I get that.
He will not plan like, oh, I'm dead. I'm just gonna escape settler right now.
No, I'm not meaning escape settlers. I'm just saying like he had good cities on the northern shore there, and I just settling in Cree and Mongolia's face.
Shipbuilding is a lot of science.
No, I agree. But
what was your plan, Xifi? Were you still thinking cultural toward the end, or did you want
of course.
war?
cultural is not defendable even if he has 1000 culture. I mean, I didn't saw the we say the falaise. I think there was next to Moscow. I think he couldn't pass, and he got me here. Because for me, I think I could maybe hold with planes everywhere.
Yeah, if you could have got enough planes in the chokes, that would have
But
given you
I
a lot
didn't
more time.
saw I didn't saw the la falaise. Je sais pas
I
comment.
mean, because the cultural is not defensible, that's not exactly true because they have the diplomatic victory coming in like
Next
Yeah,
round.
yeah.
the next Congress now. So you need to like
Next class.
Probably
Also,
next Congress, yeah.
I don't think it's undefendable if we all enter fascism, which we were gonna be. I mean, at least me, MJK, and Egypt, you would be making a lot less tourism from us and a
No,
player
because
down.
in democracy, you ignore the fact that you are not in the same.
No. It's two previous government, but the fascism is still gonna be -40. Like democracy to fascism is gonna be -40, so you're gonna
And-
be twice less tourists to us.
No, democracy cancels this debuff. You get the same tourism even if you are not in the same.
I will get the card that give 10% less tourism.
Yeah.
Purple card.
Yeah, and Destroyer's gonna have an awful lot of culture. Like it's, once he got to the point, like he had a lot of
But
cities. He's gonna have a ridiculous amount of culture, running projects in every city.
The fucking wonder lance la Fayen.
It's pure fun, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's fucking bullshit. What the fuck? This should be deleted from competitive. I mean.
Yeah,
Also,
it's
I was
pretty-
gonna get.
pretty
We were
balanced.
making a play for Intel Merchant as well, so I would have another +6 on you.
Yeah, we saw it.
A lot of fun for you, Ulysse.
What?
A lot of fun with the
Yeah.
Intel merchant on top of that.
I mean, I agreed a lot. I could have go steel and tank, but I didn't have the time for this.
I mean, I think if you go skill and tank, then it's like you can't win culture anymore. Then.
Yeah.
Because you just gonna get all
even
broadcast centers up, and then you were just gonna get every single position.
even my only point to defend is planes, because we never have the goal to sustain a big war.
don't you consider that maybe you could have attacked Jack, like while he's fighting Phoenicia? and put
No,
some good timing on him.
no, we don't have the gold. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
If I do units, if I push Cossacks or if I do early push, I can't build my harbor and I can't sustain the goal.
I
for my
think he
team.
would roll himself into that, and it wouldn't really
Yeah.
work that well against
I agree.
the Kazakhs. Like, I would just shoot them down.
Maybe I could have saved Omega, but I couldn't save the game, I think.
Just noticed that this is why you guys can see that Moscow had the
But
plaza. so you can't
maybe
even
we
say
could do
bye.
diplomatic if I push Jack, I don't know.
But then if we redo the game, I can do cultural since you're not.
Yeah, that's what.
Did you? How many turn you was on Statue of Liberty?
1 turn.
Okay, you did buy too far and two trader to get more production on the.
Yeah.
It let me have it 1 turn before, and I think you had lobby order on me.
Yeah, I was first and lobby.
Why did you guys pick Maya on this map?
Because it's a comfort pick, and Titits is confident on it. But he got two dog spawn. Like the first map, we literally.
I think it's the worst map for Maya. We
It's
did
the one.
Yes, but he
some,
was
spawn
really,
and-
really unlucky with the spawn. Like,
Yeah.
No, but you
was terrible.
This is why you don't pick Maya on this map, because there is same amount Luxus as on Pangaea, but since there is a lot more land, they're more spread around, so Maya doesn't actually get good plantations on this map.
It's not plantation because there is a banana on the map, but the problem is two lands was like the first map we literally remap only for
he
him.
had terrible spawns on both.
Like the first spawn, he was in tundra, and in his north he had a mountain chain. Mountain chain couldn't settle north. He was he literally had two cities.
Yeah, he had tundra south, water on both sides, and mountains to the north. He had nothing. But no, I kind of agree. I'm actually a pretty big proponent of buying gameplay, but I didn't like the pick either. There's not enough luxes. A big part of Maya is being able to settle on or next to luxes, and
When we saw Maya settle on the coast, which was going to Japan's B1 and B2, we thought you guys were gonna caravel rush Japan to try and make him fold.
We saw really late that he could pass.
Because then he made some boats and all, but he went like extremely late on the caravel.
yeah, we kind of thought the same thing. We were like, oh, he's gonna go caravels. He's got much more science. He's gonna crush Japan. But then he just was kind of holding the chokes for a long time. I'm like, why isn't he just getting the caravels and going? And I guess you just didn't know. I guess is the answer.
Yes, but
Yeah, it was a good game though. It was even the reroll. You kind of were a little bit behind on spawn on both maps, even with the reroll. So
Now we have no choice to win the World Cup.
yeah,
Otherwise, I would be pretty mad from you, Ulysse.
But
We do
like,
our best.
you guys, like, your pick was all open to Mongolia. Like, if any of your saves spawn next to Mongolia, they're screwed. No, like Tito, Maya, Gandhi.
Sorry guys, but there is other members of Barking Gang can't rejoin this channel. Maybe we can
Oh yeah,
go
I'm alone.
Go
we can
public
go-
vocal one. I
Okay,
guess.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to.
This is not limited, right? Suppose.
yeah. I don't think this is limited to number.
Jack,
Yeah.
do you go to bed after, or do you want to play some Commandos?
No, I'm going to bed. I need to wake up early tomorrow.
Okay.
Why did you guys pick? Like you didn't pick any like defensive or aggressive saves at all.
Because in this map, early war is pretty rare.
Even medieval.
And Gandhi is good on early war, and I don't know, all good pick were banned, so maybe we could have go Colombia, but we needed gold first, so we pick Phoenicia.
I think when you go on double religious Civ, you have to ban Mongolia in second rotation. It's like
Yeah, I think Mongolia.
it's like automatic ban for me.
I don't remember what we banned.
Persia instead.
Yeah, I feel like Persia is more is better for simming.
Yeah, that's true, but
On this map, you prefer to have Mongolia against two religious.
Jumping from Norm's casting to Michael Hertz.
yeah, and there is some.
Can't say I disagree there. Can't say I disagree there.
The movement points with
August,
Can you explain, guys, why you say Mongolia is so good to eat religious civs? Because I don't understand.
Yeah,
because
you can't go Grandmaster.
Yeah.
If you go Grandmaster then Mongolia, like a spy, like if I do a Victor trick when you go Grandmaster, you're just dead. Yeah, I will have plus 12 until you get a spy up, and it's gonna be so late that you're dead. And if you play religious Civ and you go intelligence agents and then you're again screwed, it's like like it's basically out. Like if you play religious Civ next to Mongolia,
Because for me, it's the first time I see this play with Victor Free level 2 spy. I never see this before, so I don't think many Mongolia do this. It's good. It's good. I didn't think of it.
Even without Victor, if I can just get a spy on religious Civ and come with +6 Kazakh, that's still pretty disgusting, because religious Civ is gonna be pretty late on either on culture, and if it doesn't get coral, or like on science, because I mean you like as a religious Civ, you're also not gonna have early science, so I can beat you to printing and push you again with +12.
Except Ethiopia.
I guess, yeah.
But we had Maya is here to boost everyone. I mean,
I think I did boost printing before.
I got
the real
as well.
Yeah, the real problem here was Omega couldn't do gold, so I had to do Arbor second quarter in all my city.
Man, best build order. Best build order.
I did Holy Site, Arbor, guys. What the fuck?
Ulysse gameplay, my friend.
We did economic alliance with Titits
Hey,
first.
Steph.
Oh
Have you not
my
started yet?
God.
I was just looking to see your stream.
Economic
I
alliance.
didn't find you.
Just having
I dropped a
Nah.
follow, but it says you're not live
the
yet.
world's first rotation of alliance, so
Oh yeah.
we're a bit
It's
bit
gonna
far
be
away.
Yeah.
Did you like my Pantheon as well?
What is that?
Divine Spark.
The
Oh.
Spark.
Yeah.
Wasn't fertility there or something? No.
No, Ledge took it. I literally nothing to take.
Not even Earth Goddess or something?
No, I don't
No,
get
Earth Goddess was the first. Earth Goddess was the
yes,
first
true.
one out by Russia.
Why Earth Goddess instead of Sacred Path? You think it's more faith?
because I wanted to chop. And I think I prefer going first monumentality with like 400 face.
Yeah, you had huge.
And,
Your faith game
and
was
chop-
huge.
Yeah, and chop my temple and
Yeah, I'm not a
and
big
shrine,
fan of
yeah.
Sacred Path because you lose so much production by not chopping.
Yeah,
But you
I
had,
agree.
we were watching your faith go up so fast. Like by the first, it was like 396 or something like that when you entered first goal, and I was like, oh my god, that's so much tempo. That was crazy.
The problem was my land. It was pretty hard to settle.
Yeah,
Like
a lot
my,
of weird paths and.
Really? It was
when Distoria had 6 city, I had like 7 or B7 and B8 was walking, but I had only 3 or 4 city put like it was only hill, only mountain. Like I
Yeah.
had so much time to settle.
It took me a lot of time to settle because I did go for the wonder, so I had no culture, and I did wait for ancestral hall to put my B4 and B5. They did wait like 2 turn.
I mean this
before I
area
get
that
ancestral.
I had a lot of settler, but it was like 12 turn to.
There was
to
a
go
lot of
settle,
walking.
which was so far from my cities.
Yeah.
How did you get level to spy? Do you level up it on me or on someone else?
On your commercial hub.
To you.
I was thinking about running the spy to like catch it because I knew like if you don't get level 2 it would be disgusting.
When I saw the archer one-shotting my scout, I was like, oh, already spy on me?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah.
I had it for a long time. I just didn't want to use it in case it dies. Even though I had a promotion for like 4 extra levels if on escaping if he gets captured, but like I didn't really want to risk because like you lose your spy and then you can't get a level 2 because you're unlucky, right? And it's like 90%, but it's like rolling 10% on dying.
Yeah, but I had no choice.
No. I mean, I didn't. I had it for a long time. I just had it inactive, so you wouldn't see that I had intel on you in case you would. So you guys wouldn't know if I'm going. You would try.
I
to
mean,
go for my
I knew you wanted to go on me. I mean, if you let me alone, the cultural is free for me.
I mean, I could attack Maya from the bottom and kind of force you to defend him because he went for call.
Honestly, I let him die. And I say him go escape. I do natural park and I do more culture because I had 0 culture card.
I think this story was gonna go over 1,500 culture with his setup.
Yeah, I agree. With that many cities,
yeah, but
museums
he got
everywhere.
so much emissary from the merchant. I got fucked on Venus.
Yeah, I think it was going to be a ridiculous amount of culture on the story. By the time he got his broadcast towers up and ran projects, it was going to be a ridiculous amount of culture.
It was so sad I couldn't kill Teruga. Teruga was like the best city state to kill. It has such a godly spawn.
Yeah, that was insane. And then it got the fire as well, so it had all the 2/4s.
But you couldn't take it. It was 300 favor for us.
Yeah, it was Teruga's spawn was insane. Then it got the forest fire with the 2/4s. It was just like ridiculous land. But yeah, I would have been curious to see how much culture Destroyer would have got to with that setup. It was crazy.
We were pretty surprised because all of you went like 2 or 3 encampments in all city. I was like, what are they doing?
Who went to encampment?
Lej went triple
I went to
encampment.
encampment.
Lej went triple encampment in his 3 cities.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Same. You Jack.
That
You
was
Jack. I
me.
understand. You
I mean-
Jack. You have ordered, so it's fine. But
I've-
even MGK built like two or three encampment very early. Lej built 3.
No. My encampments were late.
Yeah,
I
MGK
don't
was
think-
just
I
the
don't
one
think
early, I
MGK
think, but
did
yeah, it
early
was triple.
encampment.
It was
He
triple
asked
on
us.
Lej.
He asked us if he should go encampment, and we said no because you're not like getting general. Even I didn't get the general, so Leash could get a general. But like I like to go double encampment on Mongolia because you want to have 2 cities who spam Kazakh with extra movement, or like knights with extra movement. So like I feel like double encampment pays off on Mongolia. And like if I, you never know what I'm gonna do. If I go double encampment and double order, I can just spam horses with an extra movement and then just come and park them on your border and ruin your game, like pillage your tower, prevent you from leaving. It's like double encampment on Mongolia is amazing.
Yeah, on Mongolia it's cool. And what was your thinking on the second congress when Omega was dead? Like Witsu, you will max like Diplo or the other one. What was the other one?
Double
the-
production towards
yeah.
Uh,
District. Because you didn't max one of them, even if you was so far you was 4v3.
we want.
I think that
we saw
Esdeath
that you build a lot of theaters already, and
isn't going to start until the draft is over, probably, because they don't like to broadcast their drafts.
And he doesn't, so it's going to be extremely good if we just.
Yeah, but you didn't max it. Like we put points, so if you max one of them, one of the votes, we have the other one because we counted the point you had left, but you didn't max. You equilibrate between the two.
On the last one.
No, on the second one.
On the second one.
Yeah,
I think we
Falcon's
just
not playing. He
maxed
got
on,
suspended.
Yes,
I mean,
I remember Max the second one because
I'm surprised Rage isn't streaming.
on the first
Really,
congress.
Rage might actually stream. I don't know.
I think we played Deep
Although
Rock,
it says
but,
he's not. I don't know.
remember.
It's weird.
To be honest.
Okay.
I guess
Can
he
I
just
ask
doesn't
you,
want
Dej,
to.
why Samurai push? Like, what made you think let's go? Because there's mountains, there's Varus. It's a short.
I think I don't have a land to. I think I don't have a land to sim. I think I don't have to let India doing something in the game. I know there is Varus, but I have to do something because he gonna snowball otherwise, and he could be in very good positioning, like defending 1 versus 2. I think against their composition, they have no goal if we push on Daido, so I have to push to make production on Religious Civ and to put some chaos in your early game.
So essentially, you're saying you knew the push was not gonna work, but it would force them to use more resources
Yeah, I think,
without
yeah.
you any realm.
I think it was the best play I could do with my land and with the situation.
Okay.
And I trade a bit offensively sometimes to let overreact him to spend some gold on my side of the land.
So you kind of knew that would not get any of his cities from the get-go. You were just like,
It was impossible to push, to be honest.
Bronzo, I don't watch Michael's stream, so I don't know what you're talking about.
To put some pressure in my position. I don't have any snowball Ulysse to put. I know there is Mayan on my right. So to be impactful in the game, I think there is the only timing I can do. And I think they can outsim me if I do
It's
a
the
normal
toilet.
game.
Maybe.
So I have to sacrifice myself on India, I think.
Yeah, that was
Okay,
good.
nice. I mean, because I was surprised I was like, I don't understand why you will push. It's like not gonna work. But if you do it knowing it's not gonna work in terms of conquest, but you're looking for something else, like just IRL for IRL, then I guess it did work.
Yeah, because after BGK took India like artillery against Archer, so I think it was a good trade. So,
Yeah, I didn't mind the push. I kind of predicted, especially when the triple encampments went down, I predicted that was culture to push to samurai
Yeah.
faster, right? But I don't know. I'm always a big proponent of getting maybe a couple more cities sooner.
to
I
do
don't know.
what?
No, just
To-
I mean, I don't know.
And
I guess
and
just
where
to be a little
and,
bit.
and where to put the cities?
Yeah, well, his land. I have it open. It's like complete garbage. There's literally.
No, it
20
was
people.
pretty bad. I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I have desert on my left. I have tundra on my south. I have sea on my right with Maya. I can't settle forward the Yosemite because there is Mayan and he can roll over on me on Cursor on every tech he got. So I think it was best to free cities tempo all in and try to stall maximum and to fight every time in the game.
the thing is, Gandhi rolled himself completely into this. Like he went religion, then he went encampment, then he projected
Yes.
out to generals.
It worked.
It's
It worked
like,
for sure.
I
Yeah.
mean,
No, I mean,
yeah,
sorry,
it worked at the start, but
no,
like,
no. I mean, I meant the other
literally-
way. Like Lej's strategy worked, and it.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I mean,
Not-
in the long run, Kree just gonna eat him.
Yeah.
And like, I don't even need like, and they try to deny him a general, but like, I can just pass it, right? As Mongolia, I'm completely with double encampment setup. I don't even need to project out the general. I literally got it passively, the medieval one. So I invested absolutely nothing into getting the general.
Yeah. No, I mean, it worked ultimately. To just basically be a distraction for the first 50 or 60 turns while Kree simmed and then comes at tanks or whatever. And yeah, Gandhi was always going to be in a tough spot in that situation, and ultimately it worked. The triple encampment push and just make them invest, make them build stuff, make them get encampments, and
I think it's pretty GG if we can take the gold maker on their side.
Mhm.
So and Dido,
yeah, once Dido was in a tough spot.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, and Dido has been pushed on Keshik, so it was pretty GG at this point to my point of view.
I mean, it was the worst. Like Dido spawning next to Mongolia.
Yeah, it was.
It's not the worst, but it's
And it
it's
means
very
that they
painful.
can't make goal.
Yes, of course. But if you have Russia 10 tile of your north,
Yeah, but that's not possible.
that's possible. But that's rare.
but
That's rare, really rare.